needs to almost back up to the, starting gate. See if she can get a run at it. All right, guys, we're back. Madison King is giving it all she's got on the course right now. We did go down for a minute for the live feed. Madison's just been trying to work her way up this hill. I don't think she's going to be able to get enough.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Momentum. All right, and unfortunately, that is a time limit for Madison King. Heck of a job, though, giving it all she could on this hill.
She was, too, and you hate to see that.
All right, let's see who we've got coming up to the starting line now.
I think it's going to be a muddy mess. At least, again,
you think
if it holds out, I think we
if
might
you
see
open your eyes, you would know.
I was saying, Bree, I think that it might dry out a little bit once we kind of get down to some of that good mud, get a lot of the mud cleaned off, and then we get down to that nice soft dirt, the good dirt. I think we might be okay.
I'm sure there's plenty of drivers that are hoping for that.
Yeah,
including Matt Holt.
Well, I drew number 2.
So you're like halfway down the pack then.
On course 1.
Yeah.
And on course 2,
right,
I'm the first guy to go.
Show everybody what to do.
So yes, that's the plan. Just show everyone the lines.
April, yes, Jonathan O'Mary did run. He got a little lost on course. Tried to come back down and correct it and go the right way and ended up DNFing. Is this Cody Carlock? I'm going to assume it is. Taylor, maybe we could get a confirmation. All right, this is Cody Carlock.
Again,
he is blasting his way through this course so far. We've only had one finisher on course 1 right now for UTV Bounty. That was Justin Hooper with a 175. Cody's got a good run going, though.
He does.
Let's see if he can hang in there.
That does not sound good.
Oh, that did not sound good. Oh. It's making a little popcorn in there now, but
it is.
Lucky for him, it's all downhill from here.
We got to get you a T-shirt that says that. It's all downhill from here, folks. But it's not an easy downhill. That's a very, very intense downhill they're coming through.
All right, nicely done. And that's a 109.819, our second finish so far, and our leader currently for UTV Bounty Course 1.
Again, we're about halfway through our UTV. We're not quite halfway through our UTV Bounty yet. And then we get those guys done. We'll be going live with the Rock Bouncers. Looks like they got Austin Connell fixed. He's driving back down.
That was quick.
Yeah, I'm not sure what, but the wheel was not attached, and now it is.
What zip ties and duct tape can do.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, I have put stuff together with worse. All right, we got Riley Bradford on the line. Piece of steel fell. I whacked my.
What are you owing about? Oh, he's coming down the wrong lane.
Yeah,
He missed his turn.
He went to the left of that yellow tape, and he should have went to the right. Because right now he should be coming down where he's going up.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get turned around. Again, had a smoking time.
Luckily, Justin Hoback is down here at the bottom, waving him back up.
I'm not sure if that's Michael about halfway up.
Yeah, it
I think it's Michael. Michael was yelling at him, waving his arms.
Michael Garski. Not only is he running the camera up there, he's also a course director.
Yes, which we appreciate. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Again, that downhill section is just you want to take your time and make sure you're coming down in a.
I think he's up against a tree at the top, maybe. There he goes.
That just such a sketchy area there.
Look like the buggy cut off. There it is.
Oh.
Come on, Riley. Stay with it.
He's like, Ooh. I'm telling you, that drop-in is very, very intense. That was a 188.191.
Bounties.
Okay. Seven. Thank you. Nathaniel Bell out there.
Nathaniel Bell is our current leader in points coming into this weekend. He also took the win at our last race at West Virginia. The time to beat right now is a 109 from Cody Carlock. And Nathan is cruising, or I'm sorry, Nathaniel's cruising through this course.
Yeah. This might be our fastest time yet.
I think he's definitely on par. Oh. Oh. Oh, ho, ho.
That is a... Just trying to keep it, you know, again, going in the right direction is such a challenge right now.
But he made it. Let's see what his time is.
Ooh.
106.859. That is your new leader for Course 1 of UTV Bounty. So Nathaniel Bell in the lead, followed by Cody Carlock, then Justin Hooper, and then Riley Bradford. We've had 4 DNFs. We are halfway through Course 1 of UTV Bounty right now.
Like halfway through. That's crazy.
Hey, at least we're moving, though.
10:54.
We are moving.
10:54, and we're halfway through our bounty.
Billy says, how did UTV Cup class turn out yesterday? Tim Cameron took the win, followed by Nathan King, and then Cooper Bentley. DC Thompson and Alex Watkins were 4th and 5th. We've got Brady McCreath backing into the race line starting gate now.
Justin Wills, what's up, buddy? Austin Sterling.
Brady did a great job racing in the Cup class yesterday.
Yeah, we have a lot of guys that race our Bounty Series that also race the Cup class or stock class.
Here we go with Brady McCreath.
I was just getting ready to say, I think they figured out the line. It's you ride that left side all the way to the rock, and then once you hit that rock, you go to the right of the rock, and that's where guys have been making it. Unfortunately, Brady...
Oh, he's turtled all up on that rock right now, unfortunately. Oh, man, that is just an unfortunate series of events.
You can see they're trying to sing some of our spectators over the top of the course. Holy cow. That's crazy, bro. It looks like it was designed that way.
Oh, man.
They may have to pull him backwards off of there. They might be able to just get a couple guys and lift him up, but
yeah, the more he tried, the more he just dug down in the mud.
yeah.
Hate to see that for him. I'm glad he got to race yesterday, though, in the Cup class at least. Matt, tell us about what Austin Connell just brought over to you.
He brought a bolt that was looked like a Captain Hook, like something you'd made at a machine shop. And I was like, that's crazy. And I said, it looks like you made it that way. He goes, yeah. He goes, that's exactly what we were all talking about. It looks like, and it has to have broken, sheared off, like where the threads meet the actual bolt itself. It tapers up. I think right there is where he broke it, and then it just bent as he pulled out.
So Austin was our first driver of UTV bounty class, and if you guys were watching, you saw his break his wheel off at the top of the course. That's what we're talking about down here right now. He came by and showed us that. Looks like we're able to get Brady backing off the hill now. Oh, Jake Berkey stopped by, so we had to say hi.
Heck yeah. He said my son's at his first race.
Oh.
That's super cute.
We had a couple a new generation of racers out here this weekend. Had the Krapinskis with their little boy out here. I saw him yesterday. He's so cute.
He is so tiny.
So little.
Josh Krapinski on the line, I hear. We'll tell once he comes out.
Speaking of.
Yes.
Uh-oh. The size of his buggy is a lot like Austin Connell's. And Austin swung up close to that tree and went left around that boulder.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it's a little more dug out at this point.
Yeah.
There we go.
There must be a stump right there because it looks like it's a flat spot just to the right of that big rock. The guys are hanging to the right of there. And the guys that are successful are kind of hanging right there. So.
The time to beat right now is a 1:06 from Nathaniel Bell.
There's a big rock he just hit, and
I
every
saw
racer,
that.
every racer's hitting it and pushing it about 5 feet farther down.
A little further each time.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch the bouncers because a lot of rear steer guys are definitely going to come down and kind of whip it right there. I love Cooper Bentley's mom's shirt. Soon.
All right, come on, Josh.
Go ahead and say it, Bree. Go ahead.
He didn't make it up to the top yet.
Yeah, he basically did.
Gotta save it for the right moment. It is not, in fact, all downhill for Josh yet.
Yet.
He's still got a little uphill to battle through.
I said, Josh, last year just came out and just became just a fierce competitor. He just like woke up one day. He was like, you know what, I'm going to crush it this season. And just absolutely did an amazing job last season. Was no stranger to the podium. Did an awesome job. Again, having that black with the pink on there, pretty iconic.
Uh-oh. You break a drive shaft?
And it looks like he's right at the pinnacle of that top.
Well, good thing he's got some pink on that buggy, or we wouldn't be able to see it through the woods right now. Oh, man, he had a good run going.
He had an awesome run going. I see a handful of racers already carrying parts down to their buggies. And it's very early in the day to be carrying parts down to buggies.
It looks like Josh is going to need some recovery, unfortunately. We should still have Casey Howell, Trey Williams, Nathan King, Kyle Risley, and Alston Tidwell, unless any of them have had to back out. So far, Nathaniel Bell is in the lead with a 106, followed by Cody Carlock with a 109, then Justin Hooper with a 175, and Riley Bradford with a 188. Yeah, the recovery rigs have to be able to make it up the same hill as the racers.
Yeah. That would not go well. If our recovery rigs were all stuck at the bottom of the hill.
Taylor, do we have a crowd shot at all? Got a good-looking group of spectators over here.
Yeah. Again, we have a huge field of spectators, which is awesome to see.
We'll see if we can get a shot for you guys at some point today, a spectator shot. For those of you watching at home, or watching online at least, on Hillside Live with us, where are you guys all tuning in from? Who thinks that they're the furthest away?
Wow, that's
from Middle Tennessee?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Because I know we have people from other countries tune in, so like now you have to like Google how many miles it is.
There's an attempt at a crowd shot for you guys. It's a little far away. The drone's getting a battery change right now, but you can see a nice group of spectators out there. Everybody's settled in. We've got food trucks down here, sunny weather. It's a good day to be hanging out at Pretty Place Off-Road Park.
Yeah, our Raceland starting gate's taking a absolute beating this weekend. It's covered in mud right now, unfortunately.
Aren't we all?
I'm trying to stay mud-free until I get in the buggy.
It was easier yesterday when I had my fire pants on.
Yeah, you're still pretty clean so far.
We'll see how long it lasts.
So far. Did you bring the UTV down here?
So far, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we've had some movement on the hill, but not a full recovery quite yet. Greg's tuning in from Paintsville, Kentucky. Cliff from Lunenburg Bridge, North Carolina. Those are pretty far. I bet we've got some others that are watching from further though. Matt, what we need to do is a trivia question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking when I need to just eat some brownies. That's what I was thinking. Bree makes fire brownies. And I mean fire brownies. So good times.
There are good times.
It like blinks. Again, shout out to all of our camera people and our videographers on the hill, all our photography and videographers doing a great job out there. Shout out to our producer, Taylor, back in the back. He went around and made sure we had trash bags on all of our equipment yesterday when it was raining. We appreciate those. He was soaking wet. It was pouring down like it was raining cats and dogs. Taylor's up there putting trash bags on cameras and
taking one for the team.
He was. He said, so if you enjoy the live feed, you're welcome.
Just know sacrifices were made.
There were, yes. Bless his little heart.
And poor Crystal.
Oh,
if y'all
man.
were watching yesterday and saw her get totally slimed.
Yeah. She's still probably covered in mud.
Sherry's tuning in from Huntington, West Virginia. Vince is in Stockbridge, Georgia, never the farthest away. Sean in Nyota, Tennessee. I've never heard of that town before. We've got Etna Mountain, Tennessee, tuning in on the Rock Racing TV YouTube. Pocono Mountain, Pennsylvania. That's pretty far. Pittsburgh. Well, Pennsylvania was going to win until Brett Moore from Melbourne, Australia just tuned in with us. Yes, you win, Brett. I don't think anybody's going to top that one. I was wondering if you were joining us today.
I'll say, I wonder who's Olympics. Who's at the Olympics? If there's anybody in Paris watching us,
Oh.
Why, the Olympics are going on? I've been watching some of the opening ceremony. I've been watching some of the games. That's kind of cool. Seeing all the
quite the opening ceremony, wasn't it?
Kind of crazy. I like how they all came in on boats. That was kind of neat. Watching them all come in on boats. Kind of cool. Kind of crazy. And seeing all the different countries was kind of neat. I forget how many countries there are and all the weird spellings of the names. Kind of great. Then there's Colin Jost, who's in Tahiti doing surfing because they have Tahiti and surfing. So he's in Tahiti, like doing reporting for surfing. And one day he was there. He's doing reporting. He has no shoes and socks on. There's chickens walking around behind him, and he's like, back to you guys in the booth in the air conditioning NBC.
My!
I was dying laughing.
I wouldn't mind Tahiti though.
Yeah, I think he was like kind of making jokes, but I think he's probably enjoying it. So definitely a place to be.
Well, this is the Olympics of rock racing today, so
definitely
lucky you, Matt. So, Brett, do you think you'll ever make it to a race in person? You got any plans on coming to the U.S. anytime soon? You definitely win the long distance award.
Yeah, the stripes, like the Mexican flag. And it's pretty cool.
Nice.
We got some guys that take good care of me out there at Hammers, so got a pretty sweet shirt.
Joey Reich tuning in from, of course, Wisconsin.
Yep.
On Team Fordzilla. Woo! What a lot of traveling.
They do. Team Fordzilla has a huge following up in Wisconsin.
Yeah, he does. Talk about commitment to the series and the sport.
Yeah.
That's a lot of traveling and just a lot of time on the road for a race. We're glad to have Nick Reich out here and Team Fordzilla representing here and on the live feed.
Yeah, they do a ton of traveling.
Nick's been having a great season too.
I think Keith is. I think they drove. I heard Keith roar up the hill. I think they ran a pulley up to a tree, and now they're winching him up off the tree he was stuck on. Because there's nothing worse and more frustrating than being broke and being stuck now. Like, you're just like...
Add insult to injury.
It is. It's kind of brutal.
We've got, looks like about 4 5 drivers left, according to my list.
Did they have any late entries?
We did run our late entries already.
Okay.
That was Ethan Hunt, Austin Connell, and Justin Hooper. We've got folks tuning in on Rock Racing TV on Facebook and YouTube right now.
Again, shout out to all the people out there putting the old YouTube app on their smart TV, firing that up. I was talking to the people who check in across the street at the Circle Campground, and I was explaining we have live feed production. We have it on Facebook or YouTube. She goes, "Oh, YouTube? Can I put it on this TV?" I said, "You have YouTube?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, you can watch it." She goes, "That's so exciting. I never get to see anything that happens here."
Now she gets to know what's going on over here.
So I said, "Write down."
Awesome.
So she wrote down Rock. I said, "Write down Rock Racing TV." I said, "Just go to your YouTube app, type in Rock Racing TV. You'll pull it up, and that'll be the live feed. You watch the live feed all day too."
Nice.
Her name was Debbie. Only reason I remember that is because that's my mom's name. Like,
Debbie over at Circle E Ranch.
Yeah, and that because the thing is that they're on the other side of the park. They can't necessarily watch all the action, but they get to watch it on TV, so that's kind of neat. Yeah, she was like, "That's so cool." She's like, She goes, "I'm usually working in the booth in here, so I never get to check everybody. Because I'm checking everybody in, I never get to go and watch all the kind of cool stuff that everybody gets to do."
And that's a nice campground over there too.
Yeah, very. I like the cafeteria they had. Was kind of cool.
Yeah, so right across the road, basically, from where we are here at Pretty Place Off-Road Park, is Circle E Ranch. So they're adjacent to each other, and they've got a nice campground over there that we've stayed at, and a restaurant, and lots of horse stables, because another thing that they do over here in this park, these 2 parks, I guess, they're 2 separate entities, but they're next to each other, and I think kind of share some trails and space and whatnot, is a lot of horse riding events as well.
Yeah.
So,
he said
nice stables over there.
They're like 900 acres here, 2,500 across the street, but he said the 2,500 acres you can do side-by-sides, horses, all that stuff on. He said, but total they have 10,000 acres. So I don't know if the rest of it is just horses or how that works, but they had some neat horse shows. I talked to one ladies in the cafeteria last night about the horse shows they have there, and they have some racing horse events. They're kind of cool.
Oh.
They have they had the names for them, but I don't remember what they were. But she's like, "Yeah, we have like 2 or 3 of the year." A lot of people come to the cafeterias where everybody kind of hangs out.
Pretty cool.
It's very, very neat.
So that's Josh Krapinski up on the hill getting recovered right now. If you guys are just tuning in, we are a little over halfway through UTV Bounty Course 1. Welcome to Hillside Live. This is the Mickey Thompson NRRA Round 7. This weekend presented by CA Tech. We had our UTV stock and cup classes yesterday and VIN class racing. You can see there's a lot of mud out here this weekend. We had some downpours yesterday, but we're enjoying some nice sunshine today. Once we wrap up Course 1 for UTV Bounty, then it will be time for our RCV Axle Bouncer Cup class. And then, of course, we have UTV Youth today as well.
Yeah, again, hopefully everything will be dried out and sprayed out. I know we had got the skid steer. Huge shout-out to Kaiser Services. They brought the skid steer down here today and scraped a lot off. Plus, they've been working all week to get the trees cleared and everything cut. So, appreciate those guys. He was down here and kind of scraped a lot of the mucky muck stuff off of us, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, I know Matt Kaiser did a lot of work here getting this event area prepped for the park. We definitely appreciate that.
I think we have a course clear only because I thought I just heard Clyde say clock.
Oh, nice. Nathan's been sitting down here on the starting line just studying this.
Yeah.
He used to have the horn.
Yes, I don't know what happened to it.
Nice. Man, he's going to have a really good run if he can finish as smoothly here as the rest of the course has been for him. sketchy.
It is so sketchy right there.
But he made it.
And a quick time, too. That's a 1:05.
What? Taylor, was that a 4 or 5?
Okay, 1:04.885 for Nathan King. And I believe that is a new fastest time.
That is our new leader right now. That means Nathaniel Bell with a 106, second place now, and then Cody Carlock with a 109.
I need 2 double A's. Tell Taylor he had 2 double A's. 2 double A batteries, my batteries.
All right, Kyle Ridley sitting on the starting gate.
Kyle Risley. Here
Kyle
we go.
Risley. I like that color. Go, go.
He's driving the danger zone.
Danger zone, I love it. Oh, Kenny Loggins.
Yeah. Who did the entire soundtrack to Top Gun? Crazy.
That is crazy.
Well, I think Kyle's in the danger zone right now.
Yeah. He's so close.
Looking a little like Brady McCreath. I think
Yeah.
he got stuck on the exact same spot. Let her eat. All right, Kyle did get some assistance there. Like he was trying to shift it or something.
Might have broke a shift cable. Which would make sense why he got...
Well, heck of a try.
That stinks.
He was letting her eat.
Got Martin Stewart on the line.
Zach.
Got that Batcave Customs rig.
Left it over.
Man, he just made that look easy.
Martin Stewart on the course, walking up the right side.
Again, taking his time coming down. There's some serious rocks that keep bouncing around on that downhill section.
They're all going to end up down here eventually.
You could see one chasing him down the hill. About a basketball-sized rock was chasing him down. He did get turned around down here, but he went back through, even though he broke through the tape, that was the correct way to go. So we'll get the tape fixed. And again, Clyde explained that's not a penalty, that's not a DQ. If you have to rearrange. He said, just don't spray the crowd with mud.
he goes, working his way down.
I was trying to watch again. We've had so many guys get hung up on trees over there. You can definitely tell there are people taking their time.
There's a lot of ledges, too, and it's kind of hard to see on video. 144.307 for Martin Stewart. All right, we've got Alston Tidwell now on the line.
Oh, man. Had good momentum going right there. Oh. I think he broke a rear axle.
He's pouring some fluid out of the back.
I think that driver rear, I think, stopped spinning when he landed. Yeah, that back driver's not pulling. Stink. Yeah, you hate to see that. Dang, had a great run going, too. I see Cody Kaysen with a headset on, so he might be giving some pointers. There's that stump right behind him, about 5 feet behind him.
Not an easy spot.
There's a big stump, and if he hits that stump, he's definitely rolling over. So
that might just be the fastest way to the bottom, though.
There he goes.
All right, I believe we've got Casey Howell in the starting gate now. That should leave us with, I believe, Trey Williams still to go after Casey. And then I think that might be it for course 1 of UTV Bounty. Nathan King is in the lead right now with a 104, followed pretty closely by Nathaniel Bell with a 106, and then Cody Carlock with a 109. He was a DNF. All right, sounds like Trey Williams is not present. So Casey Howell on the line right now is going to be our last driver for round 1 of UTV Bounty. Casey is coming into the weekend 4th in points for the Bounty class.
Getting Casey is a wheel man, so I see him going very well here. But again, when you're pushing as hard and fast as he is, you can tag a tree pretty easy.
He also had a third place finish at our last event at West Virginia.
His buggy's set so low, he was able to kind of.
Oh. There's some of that pinballing we were talking about. I think he's on par with Nathan's run right now if he can keep it up. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, here. They get so quiet when they're coming downhill.
Yeah. And his rear is especially loud. When he is on the gas, roaring hard, it is loud.
It is loud.
Ugh.
Let's see how he did.
Wow.
Whoa, 87.967. Wow. Heck of a run from Casey Howell. Definitely put him in the lead for course one, then followed by Nathan King and Nathaniel Bell. Those are your top three from course one, UTV Bounty. That means we are ready to retape some things on the course and start getting ready for bouncer class, course number one. We've got a quick interview of Cooper Bentley that we want to share with you guys, and then we'll be back shortly for that bouncer racing action.
You know, this season I've come out and I've been learning still, and I've just tried to keep it smooth while still getting faster and learning. And and even when, you know, I have those little mistakes where I'm still learning and I mess up, I've managed to still be able to finish, which is really good. And you know, just trying to finish all of them and trying to get faster at the same time.
Ooh, whoa, Cooper flying down that hill.
So from now on, still going to try to keep it around the same thing, you know, just keep getting better, keep getting faster. And, you know, obviously the goal is keep it on all fours and finish every hill, but I'm still going to go out, and I think from the rest of the year I'm just going to be trying to go as fast as I can, just because I'd rather lose by messing up or by just going as hard as I can every run than I would get beat by just, you know, putting around and just trying to finish. So I'm just going to try to keep getting faster and faster.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical.
Come on.
When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the 7th race of the National Rock Racing Association here at Pretty Place, Tennessee, presented by Mickey Thompson and CA Tech. Thank you so much for joining us. We have an awesome day of racing going on. As you can see, we have a very muddy course. The tape is up. Everybody's ready, set. We have a racer back into our race line starting gate. We are so excited to be here. The crowd is packed in, and we have a ton of racing action coming your guys' way today.
That's right, we sure do. And we've got Cooper Bentley on the line kicking things off for us today. Round 1 for the RCV Axle Bouncer class. Speaking of Cooper Bentley, it's pretty exciting this weekend, guys, because Cooper has taken the lead by 2 points over Tim Cameron, and we have not seen that happen in a really long time in the Bouncer class. I mean, Timmy is obviously the GOAT for a reason. And to have someone come out and be able to kind of sneak up that spot ahead of him. And, I mean, it's only 2 points, but, hey, it's a swap in position. So really excited to see what Cooper is going to bring this weekend and for the rest of the season, and how Timmy's, going to respond to that, and how that might push him even harder. So it's pretty exciting out here.
No, and again, I was just saying that there's three different points possible from a course. So let's say Timmy finishes on first and Cooper finishes second. There's 3-point difference. So the fact that Cooper is leading by 2 points is awesome to see him leading, but at the same time, that could literally get changed from course 1, course 2, from the day of racing, because we do 2 courses at every race we go to. So just the difference between the first and second on course 1 alone could be 3 points. So we could see a completely new leader by the end of the day.
We could.
It'll be interesting that changes out. And again, Timmy had a crazy run at West Virginia. Had 2 rollovers, was able to self-recover once, the other one he wasn't. So to see him roll over 2 times in the same race, just bananas. That's got to be
pretty wild.
That's got to be a first time, I think, for Timmy. I think I've only had him seen 3 DNFs in the 10, 12 years he's been racing.
Yeah, so. We've never seen 2 rollovers. In one weekend from him.
It's absolutely crazy.
But anything can happen when you're racing. I mean, Timmy's incredibly talented. All of our drivers are. But just stuff happens. Bad bounce, mechanical failure. I mean, you never know.
You really don't. Again, we saw Brandon Davis have some technical issues at Hawk Pride this year, so a lot of weird things have happened. That whole entire Hawk Parade race in general was kind of crazy. We had some UTVs had some weird issues. We had bouncer weird issues. So, again, just to see how the whole course evolved was kind of crazy. So, I hear we're going to the starting line in 20 seconds, I think. So, again, I think it's very fitting that we start off with Cooper Bentley, seeing he's sitting in that starting gate there, which means he's drew number 1. Our races will do the odds even, and then odds first and then even second on the first course. Second course we'll actually flip those. And a day like today where there's lots of mud, that might help you going later in the day. It might help you go early in the day, and that kind of changes up the running order for everybody. So
trying to keep things as fair as possible. All right, here we are, Cooper Bentley kicking things off for round 1, the RCV Axle Bouncer Cup class. And I can already tell this is going to be one rowdy race out here today in our bouncer class.
I just hope that first turn gets really grooved in. I don't miss it.
We had a lot of rain here yesterday. You guys can see the mud flying. I don't think it's going to be going away at any point today. It's not going to all dry up. It might tack up a little bit, but with all these tires going around, pass after pass, it's going to stay slick and nasty out here.
Oh, wow. He just hit a really big tree and just took it clean out.
That's an 81.606 for Cooper Bentley, first bouncer driver of the day out on the course.
Again, that's a quick time. Do you guys think that's going to hold, or do you think we're going to have more faster time? What's up, Tony Clifton tuning in? Janet tuning in with us. Jeremiah Strauss, one behind him. All right, we got Mark Carpenter on the line. Clock is hot. Got him in that bipolar rig there. Again, you can see a lot of the big bouncers also going to the right of that rock. You know, Cooper kind of bounced through there, and Mark kind of taking that same line. Kind of picking those same lines again, being careful up there. Make sure you make that turn.
Yeah, when you've got a course like this, you know, we're racing on this Mickey Thompson mountainside here at Pretty Place Park, and we're utilizing this hillside for all of our classes this weekend. So these drivers really have to pay attention. They have to study their course map, walk the course, make sure they know which side of the tape they're supposed to come down, which banners to stay between. All those markers are out there for them. But, you know, when you're in race mode, sometimes you're not paying attention to the tape. Unfortunately, we've had a few drivers get lost on course this weekend. Some of them were able to correct some unfortunate DNF. But, it's a lot to think about when you're driving.
It is. And, again, when you're bouncing around, you're getting jolted around there, you're just trying to figure out where to turn.
Speaking of where to turn, I think Mark might have missed his turn up there at the top corner. He's making his own trail back down to the course.
Again, kind of mowing down that same tree that Cooper took.
Luckily, there wasn't too much in his path over there, just a few weeds to take out. All right. Let's see if we can get his time. We need a time for Mark Carpenter, Taylor.
That was a 119.983 for Mark Carpenter. Our starting gate's getting put back up. It's got so much mud that it's starting to get a little heavy.
All right, guys, we caught up with a couple of our drivers before the race for a quick interview, and are going to send you guys over to that while we get the starting gate put back up.
It's Daniel Heckley here. We're here at Pretty Place in Tennessee. Tight courses, hopefully hitting no trees, and get to have two good passes. The only thing that I'm worried about is a lot of trees. It's tight, and hopefully we have to do no backup, so we'll see what happens.
Yesterday we got like 2 inches of rain within an hour, and it changed the whole course. It's going to be rough. It's really going to be whoever finishes the courses tomorrow. Two consistent runs, and that's going to take the day, I feel like.
Oh, man, you know, the course has got so much water that's come on it. There's so much mud. You know, everybody's been digging and pawing at this whole track, and these rocks are just sticking out you're going to have to do some serious driving. These drivers, they're no joke. I don't know if I can keep up with these guys, but I tell you what, it's a good course.
All right, we got Nick Reich on the line. Mr. Fordzilla himself getting ready to take out of there again.
All the way from Wisconsin.
Woo!
Nick Reich is coming into this weekend 5th in points in the bouncer class with 453. He's been having a really solid season so far. Not only that, but I believe he drives the furthest of any of our racers.
I used to be able to whine when I would talk about what races we went to and stuff. And then there's Nick, who's like, yeah, whatever your drive is, Matt, just like tack on like 8.5 hours, you know. Looks like he's got
he does have a flat tire.
Front passenger flat there.
Whoa.
That ledge feels a lot harder with that flat tire. Again, it's a pretty sharp U-turn right there.
Oh! Ooh, stay with it, Nick.
This next one's coming down is going to be really interesting. There he goes. Yeah, that didn't hurt my feelings to watch him square up a little bit more there. That rim is going to be pretty beat up. Wow.
But he's through the finish line. With a 96.487 for Nick Reich. That means Cooper Bentley is still in the lead now with an 81, and then Nick with a 96, and Mark Carpenter with a 119. We've got lots of drivers still to go here for Course 1 of the RCV Axle Bouncer Cup. Trip Pullen says that Timmy's going to have a time of 74.
You know what?
Woo, that'd be moving for sure.
That would be. Got Brandon Davis back in the starting gate there. That independent front suspension buggy.
Do we have any other?
It's a real menace.
See what you did there. It's a menace on the hills. Do we have any other predictions on time and which driver will set those times now that we've got a little bit of a feel for the course from the bouncers? We've got an 81, a 96, and a 119. What do you guys think? Brandon Davis, clock is hot.
I think Brandon will do okay here. I think that independent front suspension will definitely soak up some of this.
We call Brandon Captain Consistency for his knack of usually ending up on the podium. He's had a little bit of an off season so far. Had some electrical issues and other things. Not currently top 5 in points coming into this weekend. But hopefully he'll regain his status as Mr. Consistency with some fast passes here.
Trying to get turned around right there. Looks like he's hung up on a tree.
Uh-oh.
Dang it.
I can't tell what he's stuck on.
I think there's a tree in front of him and behind him. I think he hit the tree and then
slid
down or slid sideways to the point where now he's hung up between them.
Oh, man. More bad luck for Brandon.
Jeez. Man.
Excuse us for a minute, guys. We're putting our awning out. We're so happy to see the sunshine today.
81,606. That's good. No, good. Yeah, come out a little more. Okay. That's good right there. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Man, you hate that for Brandon Davis. Dang it. Man, you hate that. Again, Brandon had such a crazy season already. You know, some weird DNFs. So, again, you hate to see that, but
Well, speaking of crazy things happening during a race, well, we've got a little bit of time here. Oh, you guys get to see me with my guns out here.
Yeah, guns out, sun's out, guns out.
I gotta roll my sleeves up. Oh, it's getting hot out here. We have some Skinny Pedal Awards to give away today. Let me. There you go.
That chrome is just so cool.
Oh, now you can see it. So the Skinny Pedal Awards they go to the driver that basically had the wildest run from a race. We vote on it, and they get to take home one of these awesome trophies from Jonathan Shepard with Skinny Pedal Fab. This is our third season of partnering with Jonathan on the Skinny Pedal Award. So it just kind of started as like we should have an award for the person that has the wildest run, that does something crazy, because nobody really comes out here and intends to do that. You want to go fast and have a smooth run, but sometimes stuff happens. And really, we all know that that's the entertaining part of racing.
It is.
Okay, don't lie. You like the carnage.
Yes.
So Jonathan came up with these Skinny Pedal trophies. They've been different every season. Really cool.
Very awesome.
Very creative each season that he's done them with us. So we have 3 of those to give away today. Should we go ahead and say who they are?
Let's see who they are. I got to remember. I don't remember like 1 or 2 of the names.
Or should we wait until they're run?
I'd say wait until they run, because that'll be kind of cool. What's up, buddy? Mr. Wildman Wyatt Wilson.
Well, we already one of them already had his run. So we'll go ahead and tell you guys that from our race at Rush, Kentucky earlier this year, we're catching up on a few of them. We had our little summer break and a chance to get caught up here. Mark Carpenter is going to be taking home one of these cool Skinny Pedal Awards for his wild ride at Rush, Kentucky.
Which was a wild ride.
I mean, they all are.
Yeah.
They make it to the highlight reel, let's say. We've got 2 more we'll save for when those drivers have their run, and we'll let you guys know. But, yeah, we'll be giving these guys out when we do podium later. So, definitely, it's just like a little something extra fun to do for both the drivers that maybe didn't have the kind of run that they wanted, but get to take home a fun trophy. And then for the spectators and, you know, all of us here with Place Off-Road Park, we're in Belvedere, Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, and we're enjoying some beautiful sunny weather and a lovely place. We appreciate the park and all their staff for helping to create this event area for us to have the race this weekend. We've got an interview with the park owner to tell you guys a little bit more about it, so y'all check it out.
Pretty Place is 800 and something, right at 900 acres of rolling hills and mountain land that my granddad bought in 1977. We've got intermediate trails, extreme trails, family trails. We have a adjoining Circle E Guest Ranch, which has access to about 5,000 acres, about 2,500 of side-by-side racing. It has 250 plus full hookup campsite with restaurant. They have bathhouses. They've got what we call a mess hall, which can hold 400 to 450 people with a commercial kitchen. Some of the best southern cooking that you'll find in the South. But it's very family oriented. Bring your wife, bring your family, bring your kids, and you'll have a good time at Circle E. While you're at Circle E, come across the road to Pretty Place Off-Road Park and enjoy some great riding the trails. For information, go to info@prettyplacetn.com. Watch for live events changing every week, every month. That's again prettyplacetn.com.
No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
So this is our XT tire, and this is the 35, 10, 15. This is the biggest tire that we make for a UTV. And this is the road compound. We have two different compounds. As you can see, it's kind of hard to squeeze these together. This is going to last you a lot longer if you're just doing trail riding, riding on asphalt to get to the trails. If you're trailering and you're only going to be on trails, then I would recommend our trail compound. And it's much softer. You grab those rocks really well. That's what the majority of our drivers that we sponsor use the XC trail compound. But we also have our AMP tire. And this is a 6-ply tire. The XT is the 8-ply. It's got really tough sidewalls. And in fact, one of our drivers took first place in the Bounty Series last race in Hot Springs with this tire. So those are the two main tires that all racers use. And you can get any of these tires and the wheels that they're mounted on through Rock Life as well.
What you want. No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
All right, we are back here for the 7th race of the National Rock Racing Association. We're about 3-4 drivers in, I believe, to our bouncer class.
4 drivers.
We got Brandon Davis, who just got hung up on the hill, unfortunately, which is a huge bummer. So got him recovered. I seen Keith coming down, dragging some tape. So got him off the course, which also gives me a little caution to make sure not to get hung up in that same spot. So, again, make sure I keep my momentum going. I know there's lots of trees, and unlike most of my fellow drivers, I enjoy trees because if you start rolling down a hill, they can catch you. Unlike me, some of our drivers hate trees because they hit them going fast and it tears a lot of stuff up. So
Matt's just trying to look on the bright side here.
Yes.
Sometimes trees are your friend. Sometimes they are not.
They are, yeah. So
they were not for Brandon Davis.
No, I think he got caught between. Couldn't go forward, couldn't go backwards. Had to winch him sideways, and just kind of stinks all around. But
all right, guys, we've got Tim Cameron on the line now.
Uh-oh.
We already saw Cooper Bentley make his run. So the story of this weekend for the bouncer class is this swap that we had with first and second place. Cooper Bentley in the lead by only 2 points coming into this weekend over Tim Cameron, something we have not seen I don't know how long.
If ever.
How long. If ever. So it's pretty exciting. 2 points is not a lot. Things can change very quickly. Let's see what kind of run Timmy lays down.
He is flying right now.
Timmy definitely always does his homework, studies the hills, walks the hills. He's got an uncanny ability to find lines that most other drivers don't, and he makes them work. The time to beat right now is an 81.6 from Cooper Bentley, and I think Timmy is well on par for that.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
He was trying to go forward a little bit. Dang it.
What is going on?
There he goes.
We talked about how slick and muddy it is on this hill this weekend. It is throwing drivers into rocks and trees, even though, you might have your line picked out. When it's this muddy and slick out here, you definitely are not always fully in control of the line you end up on.
That's still going to be a freaking smoking time. Wow.
And that's a 77.144 for Tim Cameron.
That's I think our new fastest leader.
Oh, yeah.
And he had the 3 backups. So also, speaking of Tim Cameron, he was also one of our Skinny Pedal nominees that won.
That's right. Timmy won a Skinny Pedal Award for his epic rollover at West Virginia.
All right.
Now.
On course right now is Too Rowdy, driven by none other than Little Tim Bacon. I got to catch up with him a little bit earlier, and I'm telling you, this rig is set to kill. He's running a 572 naturally aspirated big block, turbo 400 PTC, SES trench case, Mark Williams, tons of Mark Williams parts. He said they're Mark Williams parts are good up to like 3,000 horsepower or something. Just absolutely insane. Overson 2-inch shafts with the violator joints. 40spline.com. He's running their knuckles, their C's, their housing. Also, this is a leading and trailing arm. And he said it's a brand new chassis.
So, Lil Tim Bacon is possibly an unfamiliar name to some of you that might be newer to the sport. We haven't seen him out here racing with us in a couple seasons. The Bacon family. He has got a brother that races, dad that races as well. We love the Bacons. We're glad to see them back out here again. So, if you guys are newer fans of the sport, well, here's your introduction to Lil Tim Bacon. This is his first time racing with us with this new buggy. And his first time back racing with the NRRA in a few seasons. And it's like he never left.
Dude, that's going to be a quick time. Wow, that's an 84.430 from Little Tim Bacon. I mean, that's an incredibly fast time.
Nicely done for sure.
Smooth run going. I mean, never really had any issues. Nice, easy, very consistent run. So, again, this is his first time racing back with this new chassis. Definitely did well. That's good enough for a third place right now. But, again, just a very smooth run. We got Richard Hodgins back to the starting gate. He's a North Carolina guy. Come over to that area near Justin Wills.
So right now it's Tim Cameron in the lead with a 77, followed by Cooper Bentley with an 81 and Tim Bacon with an 84. Then we've got Nick Reich with a 96 and Mark Carpenter with a 119. Richard Hodges is on the line.
Yeah, again, definitely a rowdy day. Timmy was... That first section, he was absolutely flying.
Oh, he jumped it.
He really did. He was just flying through there.
But Timmy studies the hills. He knows how to find the line.
He does.
That's his superpower for racing.
It really is. It really is.
Like being able to see the line that other people just, don't. Trip Timmy had a 77.144. You guys think anyone's going to beat that? It would be tough.
That's flying. I mean, that is absolutely moving.
But he even had to back up.
Like
they were really quick
backups,
but he had a tire up on a tree and was having to back up a little bit. Crazy that he laid down that fast of a time, even with that little bit of a bobble.
Three backups, And Grant, like I said, and what he was trying to do is back up just enough to kind of gas it and let the rear end, the front end kind of fling over, kind of sling that rear end, front end over just enough, but.
All right, we've got a camera reset, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Kind of see racers going to get parts down here. Rim and tire, bit of a car. Nick Reich leaving to go either re-put a tire and rim back on the rim or grab a spare, one of the two.
I think he put it on the back of the smallest side-by-side he could find.
I was thinking the same thing.
What is that thing? Like an 800?
It's like an 800, yeah.
That tire's bigger than it.
I have one, so I recognize it. I was like, yeah, it's an 800.
Looks like there's still people coming down here, filtering in to our crowd of spectators.
Some of them just had to sleep in a little bit. No big deal.
Yep. Trip, you would have been right on if only Timmy hadn't backed up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Tell him he messed up your prediction.
Yeah, he was flying. And he kept trying to get that rear end, the front end to kind of sling over a little bit just to get
it's
to bounce.
Tough in this mud to, control the line and get the buggy where you want it to go.
And he kind of had to rear line and hit that tree as well.
Matt and I know firsthand.
Yeah, we hit a few trees, you know.
Not too hard.
No. We didn't like mow them over like these guys are. But again, if you have a smaller tree that's already been.
There's no mowing over.
Yeah.
All right, here we go with Richard Hodges.
And once you get to about there, you're kind of just trying to follow the lines.
All right, looks like Richard, I can't tell why he's crawling around that corner like that, if there's something he's hung up on, or if it's just purely
So
because
slick,
he has no traction.
It might be just that slick.
So far, so good. Believe he calls this bouncer wild card, if I remember correctly. An appropriate name in this sport.
Yes. Trying to get down here and turned around. Again, they made a really tight turning area. That way
It is tight.
Kind of keeps the...
It forces them to slow down and to make this turn very much under control and not be able to spin out and pepper the pit area too much.
I think his transmission's going bad because if you look, he's having to rev this thing to the moon to get it to go in reverse. So I think he's having some transmission issues there. Hear it? There. Yeah.
I hear some whining.
I don't know if it's low on fluid or he pulled a... Maybe he has a gear messed up. Yeah, it looks like he's pulling off.
Yeah. Aw, man.
Yeah, you could tell he just wasn't pulling like he needed it to.
That's probably why he was creeping around that
Yeah.
corner at the top.
And it wasn't just in reverse. It was also in forward. Oh, and no steering. That may also.
It's a rough day for Richard Hodges.
He was working on something a minute ago over there. I seen him and a couple of guys around it working on something. I wasn't exactly sure what they were working on. Looked like it was a shock of some kind or something. It has been a rough weekend for the NRA drivers. Again, so many guys out here just putting their heart and soul into it. Again, when you're using that high wheel speed, bouncing off rocks and trees, you know, literally rock bouncing through this hill, they tend to have some issues, tend to break some stuff.
Looks like he's going to have to get a tow to get out of our finish line over there. So we mentioned it a little bit earlier, but Tim Cameron did win one of our Skinny Pedal Awards for his run at West Virginia. I hope you guys were able to watch it. If not, you'll have to go back and check that out for sure. But 2 rollovers, and he was able to recover one of them, and it was pretty wild how it all went down. Taylor might even have the footage for us. But yeah, if you guys missed the action at West Virginia, definitely go back and check that out on the Rock Racing page or channel. Tim Cameron's going to take home one of these awesome Skinny Pedal awards for that epic rollover and save.
Yeah, it's not somebody.
All right, let's check it out.
Wham!
Boom. Oh, yeah, that was a hard hit on that tree. This is the edited version, of course, guys. So
He had to go home and cut that part of the page out, too.
I still don't understand how that happened exactly.
Right here. He was gassing it,
No,
and
like
it caught
how
that
he
rock.
got it back up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He basically turned that front wheel as hard as he could. And
He's very lucky that tree was there because I don't think he would have been making it otherwise.
I don't think so.
That was
either.
pretty cool to watch.
It was.
For sure.
That and the rocks, I think, made it helped him bounce around a little bit enough to get the momentum kind of flipping it back up,
He's taking home a Skinny Pedal award. I think that's Timmy's first Skinny Pedal award.
I'm sure. I think so. He doesn't get many of those,
No, he's usually got a.
He's trying to take home the other kind of trophy.
Calm and controlled. Yeah, he's got plenty of the other trophies.
Yeah, he's got a few.
All right, who's on the line?
Yep. I got like 4 people.
Taylor, we need to know who's on the line, please. All right, Brendan Jones on the course.
And if you recognize this buggy, it's Angry Barney.
Yeah, look at that. Been a little while.
Justin Wills, I saw some people working on it, and I saw a post saying something about getting a rental ready. And then I heard he also sold it from someone else. So maybe it is a rental, and maybe it's actually been purchased.
Well, it's got Jones on the panel, so cool to see that one back out here on the hills.
Daniel Pierman, I think, was the one who posted getting the rental ready or something like that. And then I think Justin said, yeah, we sold it or we're trying to sell it. But I see new panels on it.
Definitely got a distinct sound,
yes.
too, this one.
Yes. And this is a new motor. It's got like the second race on it, I think. So this thing is definitely
We're
set
breaking
to kill.
it in.
Definitely set to kill here.
Oh. Yep, come back. He missed his turn. I wonder if he's got a new name for it. We'll have to find out.
Wow.
Oh, flying through the finish line. That's a 94.080 for Brendan Jones. Looks like a 4th place time currently.
We got Ben Driscoll and Misfit pulling up there. I said it was Angry Barney, and I think it's Modern Barney.
All right, Ben Driscoll's on the line. And speaking of Ben Driscoll, he is our 3rd driver that's going to be taking home a Skinny Pedal Award for his run at Hawk Pride. Actually, both of his runs at Hawk Pride because
We're wild,
he had 2 wild runs.
Again, making that look quick. Again, he has been playing this buggy at different events, just really, really trying to get some seat time and get dialed in. And I feel like he's becoming very comfortable in this buggy already. You can see everybody like flies up as fast as they can there and they kind of take their time because like, all right, where turning at again?
We have had a few missed turns already today. Definitely something to pay attention to. Matt, take notes.
I'm trying. I'm desperately trying, I promise.
You guys might recognize this buggy from when Wade Good was racing it, a Misfit. like Matt said, Ben definitely looking comfortable in there.
That same tree
Yeah,
that caught
almost
Timmy
got the same one. Nope. He missed it too.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's our third driver.
We need to put a piece of
miss
tape
that
there.
final turn. Come on back. Or do like, who was it? Nick Reich that just or Mark Carpenter
went through the
that
woods.
just blazed on down through the woods. Yep, there you go. There's that Mark Carpenter line.
You can see the trees just falling down.
More or less.
Yeah. It's like Jurassic Park.
Yeah. We're going to have to call that thing Bigfoot. There it is.
Whoa.
Whoa.
.506 for Ben Driscoll. Again, not a bad time.
And, you know, even if he doesn't end up on the podium today, he's taking home a sweet Skinny Pedal award.
Yeah.
That means we should have Clayton Smith coming up to the line.
Again,
See some gold flashing in the sun there.
That's just such a monster buggy.
Clayton Smith in Gold Rush. Let's get it. Clayton's coming into the weekend sitting 4th in points so far for the season with 497. He also took home a 3rd place win at our last event in West Virginia, so he's definitely got a good solid season under his belt so far. Hopefully he can bring that momentum into today's racing. Clayton, part of that Reclaimed Racing team. Man, he's just easing on through the course right now with a great smooth run going.
I'm not sure what's going on, but something doesn't sound quite right there.
And he did make the right turn at the top, so things are looking good for Clayton.
And it's much quicker when you take the correct road.
Man, that was nothing rowdy, nothing wild. Just a good
smooth run
from Clayton Smith. And it paid off with an 85.906.
Okay.
That is a 4th place time currently. Awesome run from Clayton. Tim Cameron still in the lead with a 77, followed by Cooper Bentley with an 81. Little Tim Bacon with an 84. Clayton Smith, 85. And then it looks like Brendan Jones with a 94. Those are your top 5 currently. We are halfway through Course 1 for the RCD Axle Bouncer Cup. Jay Storts is on the line.
Well, hello.
Got Zach Garner in here with me while Matt is getting ready for his run. Jay Storts in our second Ford-powered buggy out here today. We already saw Fordzilla on the hill. This is Ford play. Jay's been known to do some pretty wild things in this bouncer.
Can't wait to see him in the tree section.
Hey, he's doing good so far. He's staying away from the trees.
Jay's one of my favorite racers, mainly because he's one of my favorite people. He always has the best attitude, no matter how he runs, but I'm so happy when he finishes his course. And his times are irrelevant at this point. He's just trying to finish runs. That's his goals.
I think there's a lot of drivers out there that probably have that same goal.
Yeah, that's my philosophy. Aim low, you're less likely to fail.
All right, another smooth pass. $94.108.
94.108. 94.108.
We've got Matt Holt getting suited up.
So, Bree, what is your honest prediction? How far is Matt going to make it today?
Well, you know what, Zach? Matt already made a complete circuit on this course with me yesterday.
You know, thanks to you, Matt knows how it feels to cross that finish line in the UTV because that was epic. I loved it. I'm happy for him.
Oh, yeah. We give him a hard time, but we love Matt.
Oh, yeah, but he is a much better rider than he is a driver.
One of the great things about Matt is his passion for the sport. I think everybody can agree on that. He loves being here, loves being part of it. He'll help anybody that needs it, do whatever needs to be done, and we all definitely appreciate that for sure.
Basically like a Down syndrome person. He's awesome. His love is just immeasurable for this, and I respect him for that. Happy, always happy. Matt can have the worst day of his life out here racing, and he's still the happiest person here. All right, this is not Matt.
Who is that?
I don't really know him.
This is Dustin Carter on the course now.
All right, Dustin Carter didn't have a lot of passes with us, so I don't really know what to expect. But I mean, after watching some of these racers hit this first section, wild and crazy. Fortunately, it's kind of a V'd out notch, so it's pushing them back toward the middle. They're able to keep it straight and bring it up through there. Hey man, how you doing?
Here we go with Dustin Carter.
Big tires and horse pressure.
Eat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was ugly, but he made it.
Sometimes that's how it is, Zach.
Oh, exactly.
We haven't seen Dustin out here in a while.
Mm-mm.
We have a lot of names on our driver list today that are either, or I should say for this weekend, that are either totally new drivers or several that we haven't seen out here for maybe even a couple seasons, like Tim Bacon. So we always love that. We love to see a good packed out drivers list, and we love to have lots of new names, new faces in the drivers meeting, and new blood in the sport. Everybody seeing what fun it is and wanting to get involved.
And even Bubba Bacon's here, so can you imagine what Bubba Bacon's thinking right now? He's sitting there thinking, man, I wish I had.
That's got to be tough.
I mean, that's a bad habit.
Bubba is Tim Bacon's brother. Also raced with us a lot, and then took a couple seasons off. So he's out here supporting with the family today.
I'll tell you what, he's been drag racing, and that's all fine and good, but they missed the thrill. I talked to Big Tim, Little Tim, Bubba, and they missed the thrill because no other sport gives you the thrill of this rock racing because
it's hard to beat it. And the family atmosphere and camaraderie of the sport. We all know that's what makes it special. Dustin Carter laid down a 99.130.
99.130, Dustin Carter.
Carolyn, Daniel Heckley and Daniel Bowman. Neither one of them have run yet. Neither of the Daniels.
We're Danny Ellis.
Matt Holt on the line with the hyperactive buggy.
Next up, the one you've all been waiting for, the one you most of you came to see, Matt Holt.
Come on, Matt. Yeah.
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
Nicely done. And he was able to find it due to some Good Samaritans on Facebook. And, stuff was broken, and he was able to find the parts, get it all back together, and be out here racing this weekend. So he's had a wild couple of weeks. I'm not sure what's going on with him at the top of the hill right now, but, man, just seeing him let her eat in this first hill was pretty exciting. Let's see if he can finish it up here just as strong. I've got Clay Kaysen up in the booth with me now. We swapped out from Zach.
Yeah, you got a better commentator now.
Clay's my fill-in commentator. We always appreciate Clay stepping in. You're like our top guest commentator out here. A lot of the drivers are a little scared.
Oh, he's hung on a tree.
A little scared to talk and be on camera, but Clay's always willing to fill in.
Matt, come on. So close.
Well, he made the right turn. That was step one. We were a little concerned about getting
I think he hugged her
lost.
a little too tight. No, it ain't broke.
No, you're just stuck, Matt.
Yeah, you're stuck, Matt. Poor Matt. My goodness. Oh, I think they're hollering for Keith.
I don't think he's able to back up.
Going to either.
Of course, always keep in mind the hills are steeper than they look on camera, so
and way
there's a good
slicker.
view of it. Way slicker. It is so slick out here this weekend.
It's pretty crazy how slick it is out here.
Our very technical term for the type of driving this weekend, Clay, is pinballing. You're pinballing
That's a good idea.
Either up or down. You're just holding her down and trying to stay out of the trees.
Yeah,
that's what I felt like yesterday coming up that top hill. Had to let her eat.
It's gotten a little drier since yesterday.
Yeah, it is starting to tack up a little bit out here, but I think still on the course, there's just so many tires still making so many rounds on it. It's going to stay
I'm starting to
slick.
see more and more buggies come through, though, that are not as dirty. It's not sticking to them as much. So
we're getting the worst of it
yeah, we're getting the worst of it off.
So, Clay, how did your day of racing go? You broke something on Hill 1, but you were back for Hill 2.
I broke transmission.
Yeah.
I broke high gear. I could run it in low still.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, still not good on it, but
you were able to. You finished both.
Yes,
yeah.
I did. Luckily.
And little brother Cody had a good day
Cody's
of racing
having,
yesterday.
Yeah, he's having way better luck this year than I am.
Maybe he needs to give you some pointers.
Maybe. I hear you, Taylor. Oh, me, yeah. Some people do.
Hey, Clay, how about Cooper being ahead of Timmy coming into this weekend?
I knew it was going to be interesting when I seen that. I was like, because...
I mean, it's 2 points, but still.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lead.
It's a lead, no matter what it is. This is...
But I don't know. Timmy's pretty solidly in the lead for course 1 right now.
And it's crazy. He bobbled so bad and still did that.
And he
it's
still had
crazy.
a 77.
But when he went up his first uphill, he was running mock Jesus up through there.
Oh, this is true. We had on our YouTube page a comment about Matt was saying earlier how he loves trees because if you're rolling over or whatever, they'll keep you from tumbling down the hill. He's probably not loving them too much right now. He might have changed his stance on the trees on the hill. Bless his heart.
Poor old Brandon, though, too. He was on a roll,
Oh, I
too.
know. What happened up there?
They laid a tree down up there. Consistent trees getting everybody up through here. But they laid a tree down to, block, a little cut through. And he just turned a little too sharp. And I think the rear end caught it, and he just slid down on top of it.
I know. We definitely hated seeing that for him. He's having a tough season.
Yeah, Brandon is having a tough season. It's weird. All of us, really, everybody's struggled. I mean, from Timmy in the UTV breaking all kinds of stuff, and Brandon and Daniel. I mean, even Cooper's struggled a little bit here and there, and it's just crazy at how much this year's been. It's been weird.
That's racing, man.
We have had some
We've
muddy
had a lot
races.
of really wet and muddy racing this year. More than usual, it seems like. That'll definitely throw a wrench in your
everything.
plans.
Oh, yes. Like yesterday when I woke up, I checked the weather. 10% chance of rain. When I checked it first. Then I came down here.
We got the rain.
Yeah, that was a big 10% when it showed up.
It started getting dark, and then within 3 minutes, the sky
pouring.
opened up. We were still running off the hill, getting rained on.
Crazy.
Twice. We had 2 downpours yesterday.
Crazy. Luckily it's sunshine today, but I'm not going to say nothing else.
Well, we're loving the sun today.
For real. Poor Matt, though. He was doing so good.
I know. Well, you know what? I doubt anything's broken, so that means he should be able to come back for round 2.
Yeah, I'm going to say just cut that corner a little too tight. Got a little shot of him right here.
Randall Key is asking, did Lil Tim run yet? Yes, he did. He got a time of 84.4. That's a third-place time right now. So Tim Cameron in the lead with a 77, followed by Cooper with an 81. Then Lil Tim Bake tight racing out here today.
Ain't it, though?
You know what? It usually is, though, which is the crazy thing. Even on such a long course as this, that these guys can be 94.0 and 94.1.
It's pretty crazy how, because, I mean, you got 2 uphills, 2 downhills. I mean, it's not just a short course.
No.
I mean, it's pretty long.
I don't know how it happens.
Me either.
Taylor, let's run the interview with the drivers that we did for those that haven't seen it yet. So we've got some track features for you guys. We caught up with some of the drivers. We'll let you guys hear from them and be back with more after that.
It's Daniel Heckley here. We're here at Pretty Place in Tennessee for round 7 of the Southern Rock Series. We got some pretty good courses back here, good rock ledges, tight courses, hopefully no trees, and get to have 2 good passes. The only thing that I'm worried about is a lot of trees. It's tight, and hopefully we have to do no backup, so we'll see what happens.
Yesterday we got 2 inches of rain within an hour, and it changed the whole course. It's going to be rough. It's really going to be whoever finishes the courses tomorrow. 2 consistent runs, and that's going to take the day, I feel like.
Oh, man, the course has got so much water that's come on it. There's so much mud. Everybody's been digging and pawing at this whole track, and these rocks are just sticking out. You're going to have to do some serious driving. These drivers, they're no joke. I don't know if I can keep up with these guys, but I tell you what, it's a good course.
This season I've come out and I've tried to I've been learning still, and I've just try to keep it smooth while still getting faster and learning. And and even when, you know, I have those little mistakes where I'm still learning and I mess up, I've managed to still be able to finish, which is really good. And, you know, just trying to finish all of them and trying to get faster at the same time.
Ooh, whoa, Cooper flying down that hill.
So from now on, still going to try to keep it around the same thing, you know, just keep getting better, keep getting faster. And, you know, obviously the goal is keep it on all fours and finish every hill, but I'm still going to go out, and I think from the rest of the year I'm just going to be trying to go as fast as I can, just because I'd rather lose by messing up or by just going as hard as I can every run than I would get beat by just, you know, putting around and just trying to finish. So I'm just going to try to keep getting faster and faster.
Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend, the new Baja Legend MTZ. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
What you want? No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
RCV Performance specializes in axle manufacturing. We've been doing this for a little over 80 years on a variety of different products. We really specialized into the racing and rock balancing and all that about 15, 20 years ago, got into the specialized aftermarket automotive stuff, and we love it. So what sets RCV apart from the rest is we use a CV, whereas that replaces the U-joint in solid axle applications. So your custom 14-bolt, Dana 80, Dana 60, 44, Jeep JK, everything that has a solid front axle, we'll replace that U-joint, put a CV in, which will give you a smoother power delivery, stronger at angle, and overall better performance. So we make RCVs for everything from Suzuki Samurai to Jeep to Toyota, all the way to Rockwell, custom, whatever, you name it, we got it. So reach out to us, rcvperformance.com. Check us out online.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Mickey Thompson NRRA Round 7 here at Pretty Place Off-Road Park in Belvidere, Tennessee. Matt, welcome back up in here to the booth.
What's up? So
we were wondering if maybe your stance on trees has changed after that run. Let's hear about it after we watch Daniel Heckley start his run.
Again, Daniel Heckley. Wow. That thing is just a monster.
I would say that he is hell-bent
yes.
on setting the fastest time on this course. This is a TC-built chassis. Tried and true race-winning vehicle, both with TC and Daniel behind the wheel.
Again, the winningest buggy probably in SRS history. Because Timmy ran it for 2 years, sold to Brandon, then ran it back for another year, so probably been on more podiums than any buggy ever.
I wonder how many passes this
buggy
has made over the years.
Just because Timmy does so much racing throughout the year. Daniel's making smoking time.
He really
here.
is.
Wow.
Oh no!
That's like 10 feet. You can see the finish line right in front of him.
Oh, that sucks.
Is that for real?
He must have crossed the line, even though when he hit the tree, because he got a 73.403. That is your new leader on
That is
course
awesome.
1.
Again,
Holy cow.
Just lighting that course up on fire there.
Man, I thought getting that tree at the end messed him up.
He may have just squeaked past that finish line.
Oh, man, what a run from Daniel Heckley.
That was a absolutely smoking time by Daniel Heckley there. As we used to say, he was smoking. He straight smoked out,
Yeah, he straight smoked out. Now we can say that was one Heckley of a good run. I don't know. We might have to work on that. We're going to have to tinker that a little bit.
He was hell-bent on taking first place.
And it worked.
Yeah, that was a smoking run. Again, he must have just squeaked past that timer or he was just
lucky
on
for
fire
him.
that much. I mean, that was an absolute on-fire run.
The timer must have been right on that corner. I was afraid he hadn't crossed it yet. Wow, so 73 from Daniel. He's in the lead now, followed by Tim Cameron with a 77. Excuse me. And then Cooper Bentley with a 81. Those are your top 3 right now for Course 1 of the RCV Axle Bouncer Cup class. Travis Skelton's watching. What's up, Travis? Stranger.
That guy.
Glad to see you tuning in.
That guy, I will stand on this. He is the fastest downhill racer I have ever seen in my life.
I think he gets to hang on to that reputation. So we are fixing a timer that Daniel must have pinned to the tree down there at the bottom. One of the tripods broke. So we will get that fixed, and then we'll be back rolling.
I'll be right back.
Dude, you gotta quit doing that. The third time Matt Holt has knocked our headsets off the table into the mud. Bless his heart.
Times. My bad. We had some youth racers approach us about possibly doing an interview. I said, I think we probably work that in. Thank you, I appreciate it. I about ripped Bree's face off. And that's kind of a money maker. Nobody wants Quasimodo for a commercial.
Thank you, Matt.
Horses are like, who is this? Trader.
So Taylor, do we have an ETA on starting back? Otherwise, we'll pull up one of our youth racers.
Okay, never mind.
We think we'll be going back too quick, so we'll wait until we've got another recovery. and then get. Is this Whitley that wants an interview? We'll get these young ladies, some of our youth drivers, up here to chat with us.
Oh, there we go. That's fancy. Your dad was like, hey, great job. I'm like, yeah, until I didn't. Wah, wah, wah. It felt.
Hey,
I just
dude,
went,
you let her eat going up this first hill, though. That was awesome.
I just kind of went with your theory. You just hold it down and you kind of just close one eye and just let it bounce, and hopefully it goes in the right direction. And then I got hung up on a tree up there at the very top.
Yeah, we saw.
And it was like, it was going, and the buggy just stopped. I was like, it wasn't like, you could see it. A lot of times you get hung up on something, you kind of feel it kind of carry over. It stopped the buddy immediately. So I must have been hitting a stump or catch it underneath, one of the two. Because it was a dead hard stop. And I'm like, I just went through the hardest part. What's I couldn't see a tree all around me. So
up there in the corner?
Yeah, up there in that first corner.
Yeah, I saw you stopped up there for a minute.
So then I looked at it. There was a younger kid up there, and he was like, you're doing good. I'm like, which way? He's like, you're doing good. I'm like, all right, okay, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. What's up, Taylor Pickett? Big T-Man tuning in.
How's it going, Taylor? All right, who have we got on the line? Taylor, can we find out who this is, please? I think this might be Chad Gill running for Ethan Jones. We'll try and get some confirmation on that.
I love that wrap, that Liberty wrap. Very cool. Again. Ooh, getting a little squirrely there. All right, Chad Gill running for Ethan Jones. You can
nice.
Wow. I think he went a little more to the left than some of the other drivers had done. But again, obviously make it with no problem.
We haven't seen Ethan Jones out here in a while this season, so glad to see him get a stunt double.
Yes.
Into the buggy. And Chad is making a great run. Let's see what his time is.
Wow. 8:7.336. Again for Chad, running for Ethan Jones.
That's a very respectable time.
I was just going to say,
hill.
that's like 4th place right now. 5th place, somewhere in there. I'll say we got that 73, 77, 81, 84, 85, 87. Again, high 70s, low 80s is that's a tight race right now. And you'd think with like a minute, and a half course, they would be, a little more spread out. But that's a pretty tight window.
That's what Clay and I were talking about. With this long of a course, we even have Jay Storts with a 94.1 and Brendan Jones with a 94.0.
Wow. A 1/10 of a second difference.
I don't even know how that happens on a course this long. Looks like Dan Bowman hitting the hill.
Whoa! In that Tyrant buggy, just like flying through there.
Another tried and true TC built buggy that Dan Bowman has definitely gotten comfortable in over the last couple seasons. Dan, the other half of the Reclaimed Racing team.
He just idles down, no big deal.
Woo! Oh, I see a tree moving.
Yeah.
There we go. Other Reclaimed Racing member Clayton Smith had a real smooth run of an 85. Let's see how Dan stacks up with that. Seven 9.826.
That's a fast time.
That just goes to show you what a smooth, controlled run can do, because that was a smoking fast time. That's a third place time right now.
Clyde talking about our cameras. Yeah, I think we got mud on the other side of the timer, so.
It's everywhere. What's up, Ronnie and Glenn and the shirtless dad?
The shirtless dad.
Check it in.
Howdy.
Also want to give a big shout out and thank you to Bryant Dunnigan and the Rock Life Off-Road crew for donating the use of their generator to us here in the production trailer this weekend. We definitely appreciate that. It's hard to do much out here without some sort of generator. Appreciate them sacrificing their own comfort.
And I know Brian's on the hill. He was one talking to me. He's like, "You're hung up on a tree," and I was like, "That kind of sucks." I was like, "How hung up?" He's like, "Yeah, you're not going anywhere." I was like, "Okay."
Pretty darn.
It was fun. Again, it was very similar to yesterday. You kind of just point and shoot and hope you pinball.
It's the pinball strategy.
It really is. It really is. Like, we say that jokingly, but that is kind of, you have kind of a plan that you kind of just keep shooting in that general direction and hope things are going the best for you.
I mean, when it's this muddy, it's really the best strategy.
Yeah.
The only strategy. Chris Drigg on the course. In that good-looking, wide-open design buggy.
Whoa.
I like the color that he's got on those panels.
Yeah.
Like a metallic orange copper.
It's like kind of like a burnt orange, like shiny. I love it. Kind of a mirror finish. Very fun.
Chris has definitely been known to lay down some wild passes in this buggy. So far, everything's looking nice and smooth, though. Chris, he's part of that North Carolina crew.
Yeah.
So he's got a little bit of traveling to do on race weekends, too.
I think he made a lot tighter turn than some of the other guys. Again, I don't see near as many trees getting whipped down.
Well, and when you're in the driver's seat and you're, steering around, all these trees, it feels like you're going a lot faster because you're just fighting for control. The steering wheel's muddy and slippery. Yeah. You're trying to stay out of the trees. So it feels like you're going a whole lot faster. It might look like these guys are kind of creeping down the hill on the downhill parts, but I promise you, when you're in there fighting the mud, the sliding, your slippery steering wheel, staying out of the trees, you're moving pretty fast. It feels like. And Chris just put down an 88.849,
which was a smoking time. Again, like I said, we've had that 70s and mid 80s. It's just packed full of time. So we got like a few more left, I think. I'm also trying to figure out what we're going to do about our youth class. We have a lot of youth racers who want to get out there. I think we might push them to the end of the day just because I do see the sun really drying things out.
I see DC Thompson backing into that starting gate now. Or rather, where the starting gate was.
Yeah.
It got taken out by all the mud.
Youth is going to be the okay. I was kind of assuming that just because it is starting to dry out, so by the end of the day, we should be good.
DC Thompson, here we go. Is this our first time seeing him actually race this buggy?
I believe so.
I think he brought it last time, but
he had it at Rush.
Issues. We saw him in a rental buggy. Was it at Bikini Bottoms? Was he in Rum Runner?
Maybe.
It's been a little while now, though.
Yeah.
I know this has been in the works for a while for him, so definitely fun to see him out here in a bouncer. DC has been racing in our UTV classes for many years now and is definitely a top contender in the UTV class, so fun to see him make it into the bouncer class now. Oh, man, you can just see him sliding.
Look at that. That is incredible.
Trying to get some control back and get to the right line. That's a whole lot of mud, guys. Nope. Turn the other way, DC. Nope. Oh, no. Matt, I imagine that you understand the frustration DC's feeling right now.
A bit of he does. Bit of he does. I think he is on a flat enough area. I think he can probably get off of it.
Nice.
Oh, poor Matt.
Woo, Matt Myrick.
Just got smoked by dirt
Taking
mud.
one for the Busted Knuckle team.
And then literally stood right back up, put his camera back up.
Matt knows how to find a good solid tree to hide behind. All right, what you doing, DC?
It looks like he's...
All right, either he just got completely turned around on the hill, or he might be having some kind of mechanical issues and doesn't want to push it.
Yeah, it might have either had a steering issue or a brake issue, and that's why it pushed him to that side.
It could have been. He was definitely sliding quite a bit up there. I believe this is Ethan Martin's stunt double. Can we get a confirmation, Taylor?
I love it. Look at this buggy. How this... Again, made quick work of that downhill section. Ooh. All right. This is Josh Cochran.
Josh Cochran running for Ethan Martin. Another racer we haven't seen out here in a while. They're coming out of the woodwork this weekend.
They are.
I love it.
Handling the course well, doing well. Yeah, I think it must be close to everybody's house. I'd be like, hey, you know what? Like, I'm here. Might as well race it.
All right, and a nice solid run from Josh.
That was a 1:00.508 from Josh Cochran.
That means we've got just Clint Garrison left to wrap up course one for the RCV Axle Bouncer class. Here we go with Clint Garrison. Oh, man, getting rowdy.
He is sliding all over the place, but luckily still making that advantage, slightly up the hill. Again, came in with quite a bit of momentum, which you really kind of need in this kind of course. There's so much dirt. I think things are starting to dry out right there in that section, so guys are hooking a lot better.
There's also a lot more rock exposed than there was earlier.
That's a good point.
Clint is one of our drivers that I usually think of him as just, he doesn't tend to ride the ragged edge, He lays down smooth, fast, consistent passes. This is Liberty 2?
Yes, Liberty 2. He bought it from Danny Smith. Him and Danny Smith did some wheeling and dealing, and he ended up with it, and Danny used to drive the wheels off this thing.
That's right.
I saw Danny Smith do stuff with this buggy that I don't think was possible.
Uh-oh.
I see a tree just come smoking
Clint's
down.
doing a little lumberjacking up there. No big deal.
I love it. I love it. They're like, you know what? We're going to make our own path, Clyde. We got you.
Like, who put this tree here?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, let's see what kind of time he got. Woo! An 88.003 for Clint Garrison.
What's up, Ruby? Ruby Hollingsworth is tuning in. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll do a little intermission, and we'll be back with a live feed at 1:30.
Hold up. Everybody needs to know top 5. Give me a second.
I was just filling them in. Just giving them a little infomercial there.
Again,
we'll be kicking it back off around 1. That's about 20 minutes from now, so
all right,
don't go too far.
This is unofficial, but top 5 from Course 1, Daniel Heckley in the lead with a 73, then Tim Cameron with a 77, Daniel Bowman with a 79, Cooper Bentley with an 81, and Tim Bacon with an 84. Like Matt says, we'll be back in about 20 minutes for more racing action. We'll see y'all soon.
We'll see you guys.